Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's the home opener of this new season between the New York Mets and the Cleveland Indians. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
For the Mets. Center fielder, number 19.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Brantley is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. Ready now, Mookie Betts, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit to short. Lindor fields it cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down. Stepping in, Michael Conforto. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Burns is there. And the inning is over. Now at the plate, Billy Burns. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Tribe, center fielder, Billy Burns.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. A slider that he looks at over the outside corner. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Oh, and he misses it. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Stepping up now, Jose Ramirez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And now he'll step off and raise his hand towards second, but he'll just hold on to it. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Conforto. He's got it 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Coming to the plate now, Justin Bour. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Michael Brantley trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a fly ball. Conforto is in pursuit, and this will fall, but it's a foul ball. 0-1. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Blackmon is under it. And that retires the side. So striding in, Nolan Arenado. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Nolan Arenado.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Well, he's just 2 outs into his major league debut on the mound, and So far, he doesn't seem nervous or like he's trying to do too much. That's easier said than done.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Set to deal on 2-2. Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3.
What, hold up on a 2-strike changeup right there? That's a nice piece of hitting. You know you're looking for a fastball, 2 strikes and adjust. But the changeup to hold up on, nice job.
Here's Neil Walker.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Now, a mid-90s fastball's no joke, and that's proof right there. He threw it right by him.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Burns has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Hanley Ramirez. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he misses with it. 1-1. And he looks at one in there. 1-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you can get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this one's in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
1-1. Here it comes. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And a fastball just a bit up. The 3-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So coming to the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning.
Edwin Encarnacion.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, and a big swing by Encarnacion as this is sent out to deep left field. Gone to lead off the inning. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. 0-1. Here it comes. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there. 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Dribbled to the right side. Throw on to first. So a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh.
Digging in the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. In there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it'll remain 1-2 as this is fouled back right off the catcher's mask that time, as he may need a second to clear the cobwebs here. And another foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Couldn't hold up on the curveball there as he went around for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back. Got 2 quick outs, and now he's got 2 strikes on this hitter. He's got a chance to get out of this unscathed the rest of the way.
And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball 1. Popped high in the air. Arenado is there for it. And that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Travis d'Arnaud.
First pitch on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Touché, sir. Stepping into the box, David Wright. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. 1-1. Here it comes. Outside, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Charlie Blackmon. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And a great change of pace has him off balance, a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Runners on first with 1 down. To 2-2 now.
Matt, here we are, double play situation, and everybody knows he's got that sinker. Maybe get a ground ball and get 2, right? But he comes with the fastball right there. Now nobody knows what to see. This is going to be an interesting at bat.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Ground ball right side. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Here's Mookie Betts as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he takes ball 1.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
Bauer is there for it. Digging in to try it again. Michael Conforto. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. He'll get us going in the
Leading
home
up with
half
a
of
try.
inning number 3.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Here's Verlander now on 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
I like the high fastball 0-2. Now I know he's sitting 1-2, but you showed him a great fastball. Now he's got to honor that, and you can set him up with anything.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
The batter,
Ready for another chance?
center fielder,
Billy Burns.
Billy
0 for 1
Burns.
here in the early going. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman,
Striding in once again, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Popped up. Galvis is there for it, and that ends the inning. At the plate, Nolan Arenado.
Leading off
He'll
with the
try to
bat.
get it going here to
Third
begin the
baseman.
fourth.
Nolan Arenado.
Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bohr has room in foul territory, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now to the
Now
plate,
batting,
Neil Walker
second baseman.
comes into this at bat
Neil
0 for 1 in the
Walker.
ball game. This is line to left, and he'll make the catch on the run as he reaches down to Spirit for the second out.
Now batting,
Here's the left fielder,
Designated
Hanley
hitter,
Ramirez.
Hanley
He's 0 for
Ramirez.
1 thus far. First pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
That was a first pitch fastball. He just blew it right by him. You talk about an overpowering fastball working today. He's got a good one going.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in for his second at bat, Justin Bohr.
Leading off
0
the
for
fourth
1
for
for
the
him here
Indians.
in this one.
first baseman, Justin Bohr.
First pitch on its way from Verlander. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's pitching really good in this game, and the fastball location has been the key. That pitch right there is indicative of the game. Down low, hits a spot. That's what he's been doing with the fastball basically the whole game.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first
Left
out.
fielder number 23.
Here's Michael Brantley.
Michael
Flied out in his first
Brantley.
at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the gun. Still effective when you're throwing a fastball in the high 90s, though.
And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
I like that check swing. He started off at the off-speed pitch, but he recognized it and was able to hold up.
Grounded to first. Wright has it, and he is out on the tag. At the plate, Edwin Encarnacion. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And a curveball that time that broke too low. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. 1-1 now to Encarnacion. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That ball's right down the middle, and this guy's hitting in the middle of your order, and he wasn't able to hit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Digging in now, Freddie Galvis. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Just a tick behind for a strike. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Burns will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 count. Here it is. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And that's taken in by Chisenhall, and there are 2 gone now. Into the box now, David Wright reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup and the pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
Well, Matt, that's 2 quick outs, but if you look at the pitch count, it's way down low. He's being aggressive, and so are they. He's got a chance to get through this one.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Chisenhall moving forward. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Now at the plate, Lonnie Chisenhall. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Pitch on the way. Back to work now is Verlander as the first pitch of the inning is swung on and missed for strike 1.
91-mile-an-hour slider. Man alive, there's not many people that throw that one right there. That is the elite group right there. I would throw that pitch every time.
And he misses. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
The tag, and he is out. Digging in, Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Lindor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Fouled straight back. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. In is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know what I've been impressed with? He's really used that fastball to his advantage, and he's recognized the fact he's throwing it by people. So he's continued to dominate with that heater and not check off of it much.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far. And the way he pitches,
a swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Meanwhile, now this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third, and he'll make it as he starts out inning number 6 with a leadoff triple. Here's Mookie Betts as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. On the ground up the middle. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knot things up at 1 apiece. Here's Nolan Arenado. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. And he lays off there 1-0.
Right here, he's looking to get himself into a good hitter's count so he can take a rip and maybe give his team the lead. He certainly has the power.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Brantley is under it. 2 down. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Here's Neil Walker. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
That's a pretty good break right there. Breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Digging in for his second at-bat, Yan Gomes. He'll have the opportunity.
Catcher, Yan Gomes.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Yan Gomes is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. Billy Burns is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, that's an unusual start to an inning. I mean, 3 straight strikes to the first hitter, and now 3 straight balls to the next. I can't figure it out.
That one's in there. 3-1. Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Lifted the other way out to left center. Conforto is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman,
digging in to try it again. Jose Ramirez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And he'll go after the first offering here, although this looked to be well below the knees. It's strike one.
That just can't happen. I mean, first pitch, if you know what you're going to swing at, you got to have a good swing.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Back here in Cleveland, all square at 1 as we get set to start the 7th. But before we do, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Striding in once again, Hanley Ramirez.
Leading off
0
with the
for
match,
2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far.
Hanley Ramirez.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike one.
He's putting together a nice outing so far. It always helps when you get ahead in the count.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Chisenhall. And that's the first out of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Freddie Galvis. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the left side. And into left field for a 1-out hit. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that misses for ball one.
Boy, he's got to want that pitch right there. I know he's been getting a few tonight already. But, man, he's around the plate. He's consistent. But like any pitcher, you want all the calls.
1-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Cut fastball misses 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Ready once again, David Wright comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0 pitch. Low and away as he misses again. 2-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning.
7th inning stretch.
Stepping in, Justin Bohr. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
First baseman, Justin Bohr.
Into the windup and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Took something off there, but it misses ball one. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And he misses again, ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite me.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Left fielder
Ready for another
23.
chance? Michael Brantley, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Swung on, missed, 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Short, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead runs in scoring position now with still nobody out. Edwin Encarnacion now comes in 1 for 2 with that home run. He hit earlier. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both the lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
Well, the Indians have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time. Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Edwin Encarnacion is dealt with. Here's the first pitch to him. Lonnie Chisenhall is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. Look out. 2-0 now.
This is where you really got to focus with runners on base. You got a 2-0 count. You have a tendency to get a little anxious thinking you can drive somebody in. Stay focused. Get your pitch.
Bounce towards the mound, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count, first and second. A lot of things can be happening here. I wonder if the runners start, but more importantly, get a pitch you can drive.
Swing and a little blooper to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
There's another swing and strike on a fastball. He's got a nice fastball working, great pop on it, and he's keeping it high in the zone. They're going to have to lay off that if they want to have any success, because you keep chasing it, they're going to keep swinging and missing.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Digging in once again, David Wright. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
First baseman number 5, David
First
Wright.
pitch on its way. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
This has been an interesting game to watch. I mean, he's less than 60% of the time he's throwing that first pitch for strikes. So he's been having to throw stress pitches almost to every hitter.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Charlie Blackmon. Your attention, please. Now
So they'll go to
pitching
the
for
bullpen
Indians,
now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Logan.
Action going on now in the Indians bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. 1-0 count. Here it is. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
No, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting.
So striding
Right
forward
fielder.
now, Mookie
Mookie
Betts.
Betts.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Just a tick behind for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Lined but speared on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Gloved by Walker. No problem here. 1 away. Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Into the windup and the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The pitch. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. Standing in, Billy Burns. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Verlander into his motion. Here's the first pitch. A big uppercut there as he popped this straight up. Arenado is there for it, and that retires the side. Digging in, Michael Conforto. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Number 30, Michael Conforto.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. So stepping in, Nolan Arenado. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Cody Allen takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Allen.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now here's the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. Here's Neil Walker. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead. Score. Double play is in order, however. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Burns is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. The relay, and he is in there at third is the possible go-ahead score.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Galvis. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measure the first pitch.
Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. The 1-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Jose Ramirez.
Leading off.
He'll go to work trying to do something. About breaking this 1-1 tie.
Baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And this is fouled straight back, right off the catcher's mask. Hello. Hard hit ball to second. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting.
Digging in, Justin Bohr. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. Josh Edgen is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the ninth and send this one into extra innings.
Josh Edgen, a defensive change for the Mets. Now playing third base, number 13, Champ Stewart. Now at first base, number 44, Rene Rivera.
Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. He's set and the pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. A 1-0 delivery. The high fastball is in there.
Well, the first 2 pitches are interesting, both away from the left-hander. Will he bust him back in and challenge him? This is going to be a good at-bat to watch.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Now in the box, Michael Brantley. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Well, I like the pitch idea. It looked like he tried to get in the chase right there, make him think that ball's over the plate and it runs away. But he laid off it. I don't know how, but he did.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. But this is a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded to the right. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. It's a potentially big 2-out hit as Edwin Encarnacion will get to bat here.
Number 10, designated
Stepping
hitter,
up now, Edwin Encarnacion. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Josh Comenter takes the ball, needing to get the final out of the ninth to send this one to extra innings. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch. There goes Brantley. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. No contact there from Encarnacion as the count runs to 0-2 on him.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. In now, Travis d'Arnaud. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Here it comes. That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. 1-2. Here it comes. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Here's the third baseman, David Wright. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, he swung right through that on that changeup. The changeup is a tough pitch to swing at for the first pitch because you haven't measured his velocity yet, so you don't know what you're going to see coming your direction.
Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the 2nd out. At the plate, Charlie Blackmon. He comes in with a couple of hits, including a triple in 4 at-bats. Andrew
attention,
Miller,
please.
the tall, imposing
pitching for the
left-hander,
Indians,
takes over pitching
number
duties out of the
24.
bullpen now.
Andrew Miller.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
In my opinion, there is no one in this bullpen that relishes a moment like this on the mound other than this guy. It looks like he feeds off the challenge of pitching in tight games. That's a big fastball.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Lonnie Chisenhall. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Lonnie Chisenhall.
First pitch on its way. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
Boy, not a good swing there. That was really ugly. Anytime you can make a hitter look like that, you've done something special.
Did it look to you like he was guessing on the pitch?
Oh, certainly it had to be, Matt, but if he was, he obviously wasn't looking for that pitch.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And the changeup is way low that time. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. One away. So here's Francisco Lindor now. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Late that time for a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. And that misses 1-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he'd probably get some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again. I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Throw gets him, 2 down. So striding in, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Into the windup and the pitch. 4-1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make quality pitches.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. A shot down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He'll kick things off here in the 11th.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. Lindor takes it in. And on one pitch, he's retired. Riding in once again, Michael Conforto. He was a ground out victim last time up. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And this is swung on and missed, and the 11th inning is not going to plan here. There are two away.
First baseman number 44.
Settling in now, Rene Rivera. First pitch of the at-bat. A cold strike on the inside corner. And, Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. Digging in and looking for more, Neil Walker. Last time through was a base hit.
Walker.
Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, that was a big two-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how two-out rallies start.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Chisenhall shading to his right, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Yan Gomes. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. The 1-0 now to Gomes. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here it comes. Hit back toward the mound. And this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single. Ready once again, Billy Burns. Struggling so far in this one, and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Now time is called, and a very wise decision here with the potential winning run at first. They'll opt to put a little extra speed on the base paths. Jerry Familia takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Jerry Familia.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And again a throw. Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out. Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-0. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden. 3-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And that misses as well.
Now
Ball
batting.
4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Justin Ball.
Jerry Blevins takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Jerry Blevins.
Austin Jackson will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Jackson.
Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. The 1-0. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now the 2-0. And the changeup just missed the inside corner.
You talk about pitching in a hostile environment. They're letting him know it. Bases loaded, bottom of the 9th. If he walks in this run, game over.
Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. Here's Michael Brantley. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Now a bluff here as he'll step off and look him back to third. Here's the first pitch. Hey now.
Ooh, that pitch was up and in. That's one of those pitcher's purpose pitches, right? Fastball, something hard up and in. Now he can go down and away if he'd like.
On the ground to the right side and through. A base hit. And they come back to win it here in 11 innings. And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is, Michael Brantley. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered when it mattered most with the walk-off base hit, so better get his recognition. I just hope his guys didn't pummel him too hard when they went out there celebrating on the field.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Cleveland Indians. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Miller. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Josh Comenter. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.